Ever since the day you were born, you have always been judged. You are currently teaching people they better think twice before judging you, before judging anyone. You are starting a revolution and it's going to leave people speechless. They didn't think that they were going to learn lesson after lesson after lesson. They should get out a pen and pad. I think they had a lot of jokes. Okay, I think they thought some ish was funny. I bet they never thought you were gonna get it up out of the mud like this. I bet they never thought you'd be the one leading this revolution. They never could have imagined. And on top of that, they tried to kick you when you were down. They aren't laughing anymore because not only are you standing on business, but you are becoming their biggest fear, their worst nightmare. So all the times that they humiliated you and humbled you, it only initiated and ascended you further to exactly where you're supposed to be. So you are starting to see that you have the power of 3 earth angels. You are highly sensitive. You have the gift of sacred sight. And right now, you are telling some people to back up. Listen, I don't know who you think you're talking to. Maybe the person from the way back machine. But you're definitely not talking to me. So what I'm going to need you to do is count to 10 and turn around. Oh, you don't want to turn around. Okay. Then I need you to take a number. See that line over there? Stretches around the block. Don't get hurt waiting in that line. Okay? Because you're just not the one. These people created you. Their worst fear. So this could be family. This could be a loved one. This could be somebody that put a lot of, I'm getting too many things, okay? I'm getting a group of people that did everything in their power to tear you down. And then I'm getting other people that taught you all these things, and now they have this emotional whiplash of wait, I taught them these things, and now those things are being used against me. So you have groups of people that are like, wait, I'm not laughing anymore. It was funny when they were still learning. It was fun when they were down. It was fun when I was teaching them. It was fun when they were the butt of the joke, but no one's laughing anymore. Clock it. Clock it. You don't have to do anything. I know you might feel a little like I'm a huff and puff and blow this ish to smithereens. But you don't have to do anything but be your true self. I see you standing up in protest like, hey, you're a liar. Hey, that is disrespectful. Hey, I don't like that. What do you mean by that? So maybe some people thought that they could get away with saying certain things, and you might be asking them, well, what do you mean by that? Please explain. Expound. Enlighten us all with what exactly the frick that means. If you see me looking this way, my microphone's over here. Let me turn a little bit. But yeah, seriously, you are doing things for you, and somebody could have cursed, or somebody a long time ago could have cursed you out. This could have been a family member. They could have thought that they were big, bad, and I don't even know what the frick, big, bad, and bougie. But you are the Uzi. You feel me? They thought they were big, bad, bougie, and terrible, but you are the Uzi. They should just count to 10 and back up. Turn it around. I'm going to need you to turn it around. Okay, so you being your true self is causing quite the commotion. I am speaking to someone that is causing a stir, a commotion everywhere they go, because you've had enough. If you didn't get enough sleep the day before, and you got some sleep last night, you better let me know in the comments, because you got time today. You have time today to clock every bit of the bullshit. You're like, listen, you said a couple of things. I don't agree with that at all. They feel like they have created a monster. Dang, all those times I kicked them when they were down, they became stronger. Ooh, all those times I was breathing life, because I feel like there's 2 groups. One group that was breathing life into you, but didn't think that you were going to become as strong as you are right now. And then another group that was continuously, relentlessly kicking you while you were down. Both groups are well, damn, I can't really play the victim right now, but let me go ahead and try. It is not gonna work. You are calling BS on people that have been getting away with, I don't even know what they've been getting away with. We're gonna find out. I'm seeing that if they want to call you a beepity beep, let them, because you're being very brave. You are a fairy, you are a dragon, you are an earth angel. You have the power of 3 earth angels. You have turned up the dial on the gift of your sacred site. And you're kind of looking at some memories of people that you used to talk to. I mean, I can see that you can cause a commotion in anywhere you go, whether it is the grocery store, your job, your family members, maybe your in-laws. I see that you cause quite the commotion because you're not taking any more ish. You have been getting a lot of cheat codes over the last couple of days, and you are using them to help you. And you are staying prayed up on your protection. So I don't know if you feel like you're about to be delivered and you are just getting out everything that needs to be said. I feel like there's another purge here, a purge here with things that haven't been talked about in a while or things that haven't been addressed in a while. Like, hey, you've been running your mouth like this for a time or 5 and you actually need to shut the F up. Who are you to project and deflect and say all of these things? It's mad weird. It's weird. So just be your true self. People are intrigued and they are starting some drama. Okay, you have maybe 2 groups from the past that didn't think you'd become who you've become. Again, you have become people's worst nightmare, their biggest fear, because you were telling them, back up. They're like, no one's ever told me to back up before. Well, I'm telling you to back up. I'm telling you to turn around. I'm telling you to get the F out of my face. You are very intimidating right now because you are showing every group that ever played you, tried to wind you up, tried to turn you into a karmic chew toy. You are showing every group near and far. Please, please. I never needed your wings to fly. All of these lessons and these hardships have made you an animal. New character unlocked. Okay, affirm it below. New character unlocked. I am standing on business. I am starting a revolution. I am standing up for myself. Wow. So yeah, people feel like, well, where's all this sass coming from? You have been in retreat or you've been in hermit mode. You've been trying to heal and mend and reset. And some of the cheat codes that you've come across in the last couple of days have been helping you protect your auric field. Okay, so some of the things that you could be doing salt stomping, but another thing that you could be doing is putting salt by your bedside to protect your auric field while you are sleeping. That's something you could be doing. So you could be putting sea salt, Epsom salt, magnesium flakes by your bedside, underneath your bed, and you got some serious armor. You are like a Targaryen with a dragon. And people don't like it. So they're trying to be like, oh, no, that's a bad person over there because they do this and that. No. You're protecting yourself. And you're making your auric field stronger. That's what they don't like. They're like, who? They woke up a dragon today. I don't even understand what is going on. You are acknowledging it all. Everything that has ever been wrong, everything that was shady, everything that you're not going back to. You're recognizing the person that you have been training to be. So I don't know what's been going on. I feel like you've been in a battle. Okay, you've been in a long battle. People, groups, and dynasties coming at your throat, coming for your jugular. And you're finally seeing, well, now that I'm healing from that, I can see who I really am. You're starting to step into your power because it's like you're rebuilding your strength. How do I say this? It's like you're just getting stronger. Every night you go to bed, you're getting stronger. And that is why so many groups try to attack you in the 5D or while you're sleeping. So I don't know if you've been listening to subliminals, deliverance prayers. I don't know if you've been listening to some type of music or frequency. I don't know if you've been bathing in salt, stepping on salt, sleeping by salt. I don't know what's going on, but you are not the one. You woke up a dragon today. And so people are like, whoa, I'm a little bit scared. They have become my biggest nightmare, my biggest fear. Maybe you didn't know how to argue before. Maybe you didn't even know how to stand up for yourself. And now you're like, oh, I knew how to stand up for myself the last 5 to 10 years, but I just didn't have time to just, Put everyone where they go. I've got time today. Okay? Clock it. I've got time today. Somebody could have tried to curse you and say, you're always going to be broke. You're going to be a bum. You're going to be an addict. You're going to be all of these things, and I'm going to be awesome. Somebody could have had the audacity, 11:11 on my timer, to freaking say that to you. I just want you to know, I don't even have to pull a card. I know that that person is miserable. They would do anything to prove to you that they are in a better place, and they know that you want nothing to do with them, that they have fumbled you for forever. Once and for all, for none. You know what I'm saying? Wow. You are showing them, I could have wanted you in my life, but I didn't need you in my life. So some of these people are trying to hype up their title. Actually, this is what I do for work. Is that what you do? Okay. They don't have anything to show for it. You have people that came at you sideways and they have nothing to show for anything. And in fact, you are being rewarded. You will be making more money than some of these people that have come against you with a title. So a lot of these people, they wanted to throw this title in your face. I'm your manager. I'm your supervisor. I'm this. I'm that. I'm going to be so-and-so. I'm going to have this type of job title. A lot of people are intimidated by you, so they throw their title in your face. Kind of like Game of Thrones. Like, I'm a lord. Who are you talking to? I'm a, what's it called? A duke, or the marquise, or, do you know what I'm saying though? A prince, a princess, a queen, a king, king consort. These people feel intuitively, and in their bones, let's just say in their bones, they feel like you are of high spiritual rank. And because of that, they try to drop, you know what's on you. They try to throw elbows when you're standing head on, throwing uppercuts, doing roundhouses, for all my martial arts fans. Clock it. So, yeah, they're trying to act like, no, I got a title. You're not important. They want you to believe that. They are not acquainted with the facts of what the hell you've been through on this earth. They're like, listen, I got a dragon. I don't even got to use my dragon. You want the smoke. You thought I was going to be, you thought. Tell me again what you thought I was going to be. Because what are you doing with your life? But what are you doing with your life? So you are trying to learn how to forgive these people, but you right now have the strength to acknowledge what they did was wrong, and they're still competing with you. Why do you care about their title or rank? You don't. Why did they even try to throw it in your face? You don't freaking know. These people are not finding it funny anymore. So all the people that gathered together against you because they were so intimidated, they were so bothered, they were so threatened, they were so uneasy about how you could stand alone so strong, they're like, damn. When we were kikiing over here, our little groups, and we were gathering because we hate you so much, collective, it was so fun. But none of them are laughing anymore. They're plotting and scheming behind the scenes because they want to get the one up on you. They're not laughing anymore, but they're still trying to figure out how they're going to get the last laugh. You feel me? Wow. So I'm getting that their bills are not paid. Something that is really important for you to know. This is what they want you to know, I should say. They want you to feel like, oh, I'm not worried. My bills are paid. I told you my title. They're like, your title is irrelevant. Your title is irrelevant. So Spirit is saying it's all cap. All these bills being paid, it's all cap. It's a lie. It's BS. And you sniffed it out. You sniffed it out when they said it long, long ago. And you knew, like, that's BS. It's fine. But it's still a lie. It's still a lie. Wow. These people are spooked by you. They're not laughing anymore. They could have attempted to also get your person. Clock it. Somebody tried to rob who you're dating. On some weird-ish. They are uneasy around you. They kind of like it when you're not around, but they love talking about you. Because when you are around, they're like, well, dang, they want to shrivel up. Them acting big and bad in a photo or a post or with their group, their coven, their fake ass dynasty. It's not it's not it's not a fun time. But they think that they're brave when they're in these groups. But now these groups are falling apart. We've been talking about this the past week, that you got groups and dynasties they're being ripped to shreds because you're taking all of the fun out of it for them. We have chosen one. You woke up today knowing I am a chosen one. And Godspeed to anyone that comes against me. It doesn't matter who it is. You are not going to let any of the disrespect slide. Any disrespect that's been flying under the radar because you've been healing, licking your wounds, healing the ouch. Anybody that's been trying to get all these little digs in, they're going to be acknowledged this week. They're going to be acknowledged this week, and you will go toe to toe, word for word. Ugh. Some people want the smoke, and some people are actually going to get the smoke. And it's not because you want the drama. It's not because you like it. It's because you've had enough. You've had enough, and you're standing up for yourself like, why do you have to speak that way? Why is that funny to you? Why are you so disrespectful? Why are you acting so weird? So yeah, there's going to be certain people in your life where you're like, okay, we're going to talk about this. So you've been praying for better days, and the better days are here. Your life is about to get a lot easier. Some of you guys are finding love again. Others of you are finding your voice and your independence. So let me know in the comments which you would prefer. Finding your voice and being happily independent, or finding love again. But I'm seeing that for two groups of you. You're going to be finding love again, and others of you are going to be going against the grain. You are one of a kind, and it has a lot of people salty. We know this, but they just didn't know that they were going to create such an animal. They didn't know that they were going to create such a beast. They thought they could get away with shaming you in public and acting like that was okay to do. And they're starting to see, oh, I shouldn't have done that. And because they're getting called out, they quickly act like the victim. Like, well, no. Actually, you don't know. They hurt me. You hurt me. So they act real big, bad, and tough. But as soon as an audience is in the arena, or they are called to the carpet, or they are put in the hot seat, and they don't have a reply, they don't have a rebuttal, they don't have a response prepared, is when they act like the victim. Well, actually, you're the one that's in the wrong because you said this, and that, and so we need to talk about the this, and that. It's like, stop. This is pure this is pure hypocrisy. So people thought, all these basic Bettys thought that it would be cool to have this regime against you. They all thought it would be cool. Like, wouldn't it be cool if we were like Mean Girls and we were like, they can't sit with us, boopity boopity boop. And then you came in and still stole the show, stole all the attention. People feel basic when you're around. And this isn't because you want them to feel this way, but they know that how they've been acting is ugly on the inside. They've been acting real ratchet, real slimy. That some of these people are supposed to be your family members. They're supposed to be your siblings. And they've always denied you. You have had enough, and you are calling it out. You are calling it like you see it. And some people are shocked. They're like, wait, what did you just say? Something that you are going to be called this week is a badass. Did you know that? Not only are you their worst nightmare, not only are you their biggest fear, but you are a badass. You have the power of 3. If you wondered, these people that you cut off long ago, if you were wondering if they're still stalking you, you'd be right. You haven't heard a peep out of them. But if you went to look at their social media, you would know they are stalking you from what they are trying to emulate of your life. Like, why are you trying to act like we got common ground when we got nothing in common? No, we do not. I am speaking to someone that was born influential. Affirm it below. I was born influential. You might not want to claim that, like, no, I don't want to be influential. I want to be a hermit. I understand what you mean, but you were born influential because your kindness needs to be spread around this world. The way that you stand up for yourself and others needs to be spread around this world. The way that you can bring awareness to what people are in need of needs to be spread around this world. Your light, your halo, your unicorn, dragon, fairy abilities needs to be spread around this world. So yeah, you have the power to influence, and you are choosing to use it for good. Wow. Your guides are saying the way that you have been marketing yourself, you should be really proud of yourself. The way that you have been showing up for yourself as of late after all that you recently went through. I also see if anyone's been dealing with hormone issues or mood issues, like feel like they've been on an emotional roller coaster, emotional whiplash, mood swings, hormone issues, or any type of nervous system upset. I see you recalibrating that bit by bit this week. Wow. Yeah, a lot of healing is taking place for you. And you're just not taking any ish off of anyone that has been terribly, terribly mean to you. A lot of these people that came against you, they care a lot about money and the finer things. And your table is being prepared in their presence. God is preparing you for the finer things in life, and however that is that you see fit. Whether it is stability, having your bills paid, not having to check your bank account, not having to worry if you work today, tomorrow, or the next day, getting to make your own schedule, not working or living paycheck to paycheck, not having to check every dollar sign, not having to worry. That is the type of table that is being prepared. Your soft life era. You are being prepared for the finer things. However, you define luxury in your life. So these people have a lot of animosity towards you. You've always had your own way of looking like you could obtain the finer things in life, whether you were doing good or bad. Okay, you've always had a certain way of seeming like you could obtain these things. They were easy for you to get. You had bits and pieces or whatever it was. It looked like those things weren't hard for you because you've learned to not have a scarcity mindset. So this is going to be really specific. I should have said that at the beginning, but you guys already know we're all grown here. Take what resonates. You guys have learned how to get the finer things for yourself because a lot of people have continuously let you down, or they haven't protected or provided as they should. So you have learned over the years to protect and provide for yourself. Now you can sit back as God protects and provides for you. There are so many things that are going to be balanced. Justice, your peace, your home life. What else? You're going to be seeing people do some really weird things because they're unhappy. And they're not fooling you. Okay? They're not fooling you. There are people terrified to run into you because they understand what has been created over the years. If they thought that they could bump their head and have amnesia like it wasn't coming to pass, it wasn't going to ever be, they were wrong. Bibbity, bobbity, wrong. Now they know. They heard through the grapevine, they peeped your social media, and they stayed stalking you for years through the years. And they are terrified to run into you because you are everything you ever thought you were going to be and more, whether you said this to them or not, which I feel like a lot of you didn't even have to say. So now that they talked all this crap, they could have tried to keep things from you. They tried to kick you when you were down. Now they're going to try to avoid running into you at all costs. You guys got people from your past ducking and dodging you. The people that did the most are the ones that are running. The people that are remorseful, okay, this is going to sound really weird, but I'm getting that a lot of the people for you collective specifically that are remorseful, that know that they did wrong, are trying to come back. I'm not saying that it's going to work and it's going to be a perfect reconciliation. Only time will tell. But everyone else that has steered clear of you in this retrograde and is trying to steer clear of you in the future, they have been doing dirt behind the scenes because they don't want to run into you at a family function. No, they do not. They don't want to run into you at a work event. No, they do not. Because they are not prepared. They have not been doing their due diligence. They have not been working on themselves. They have not been doing anything. They are pretenders. They are performative. Wow. They got a lot of animosity towards you. So it's going to be noticeable that whatever title they have pretended to have, it's all BS. Well, I'm a mother. Well, I'm their parent. Well, I'm married, or I'm this, or I'm that, or I do this for a job. Whatever title they gave themselves is not anything to you. Because you have, like the mother of dragons, several titles, okay? You are Daenerys Stormborn. You are freaking the mother of dragons, the breaker of chains. You know what I mean? You have that many titles. You have that many freaking titles. So let me think if I can think of something off the top of my head. You are the collective. You are the breaker of chains. First of your name. You are king or queen of the Andals. You are the breather of fire. You are, what else was I going to say? Almost forgot. Ooh, sirens. You know, you're something else. Of House Awesomeness, okay? You are from House Awesome. Some people are from House Baratheon, Targaryen, Hightower, House Strong, whatever it is. You hail from House Awesome. House Chosen One. Okay, so you are the chosen one, influencer. You are the GOAT. You are the realist. And you break chains daily. You show people what it is to not just survive, but to thrive and to do it again. And again, and again. So yeah, these people, they haven't been doing anything. They're like, I got a title. Might have bought it, might have stole it, whatever, got a title. And you're like, I don't care. I don't care. Why would I care? So, you know how, like, when somebody royal, like, rolls through, you know, they come through the Great Hall, and whoever is announcing them is like, and then they're saying their title. You don't gotta say nothing. Other people are gonna say who the F you are. I cannot. So they're like, attention, attention. Like, here comes the collective, the influencer and healer of the ages, the breaker of chains, House of the Dragon. They're not ready. They're not ready because you have been many places and you have many names, all of them amazing and unstoppable. So they should really take several seats. Okay, let's get you guys an angel number. We have angel number 123, Stepping Stones. This is what's beautiful about your journey. You know what stepping stones look like. You know that you can't get too complacent or too comfortable because sometimes things gotta happen and you gotta step to the left or step to the right. We have you are on your way. You are on a distinct path and you are well on your way to your goals. Pay attention to the details as each choice you make presents a small part of the big picture. Little things matter. So yeah, it's time for you to visualize the life that you want for yourself, which I feel like is something that you guys already started to do recently is, okay, I worked this hard. What do I really want for myself? I know I want something great. So what is that? And so you're starting to figure out like what you deserve. And you deserve a lot. Okay, you deserve the finer things in life. You deserve to be comfortable. You deserve freedom. You deserve to be able to have fun and come and go as you please. Okay, so we have angel number 833, the long game. Your angels are encouraging you to have faith in divine timing. The new balanced habits you formed are not temporary. They are meant to be implemented for the rest of your journey on this earth plane. So people that were coming at you sideways, like you're not here for just a good time. You're not just good time Sally. You are here for the long haul. And these people that came against you, they were not playing the long game. And that's why these dynasties are crumbling. That's why these covens and these groups are ripping each other to shreds and tearing each other apart because they came together on hate. They came together to hate you. That's gonna keep them together. You know what I mean? We have angel number 319, relationships bring forth love. Your angels are asking you to unblock your energy now. So again, this goes back to what have you been doing the last couple of days? If you feel comfortable enough to share them in the comments, there are different cheat codes that you've unlocked for your nervous system, for your auric field. And they are already doing wonders. It's like the first week of you doing things and you're like, wow, this is amazing. I'm sleeping like a baby. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling balanced. I got time today. To remember who the F I am. So if you are in a romantic energy, do something to reinforce the bond between you and your significant other. If you are single, this is the prime time to bring forth new love. I feel like you guys, even if you don't really meditate, you're going to be thinking a lot or reflecting a lot about what you want in your love life, in your relationship, in your work life. And you are releasing drama. Everyone that creates drama or tried to at one point, you're like, hey, not up in here. But I'm going to have to tell you about yourself real quick, okay? Because what you're not going to do is come at me crazy and think that I give an F, because I don't. Last but not least, we got the Seven of Wands. See, you guys, you are highly protecting yourself. You're like, ooh, people keep trying to drag me into some BS. And so you are being very mindful, like, this is not for me anymore. Like, all these people, like, with their animosity, you're really clocking people's animosity right now. Like, their anger. You're like, I don't want any part of that. Like, get up out of here. You have a divine partner coming in. Yeah, bestie, yes. You have the Empress. Hold on. You have the Lovers. You love having a private life. Other people, oh, they would love to be a fly on the wall. They would love to shapeshift and be a fly on the wall, you know, like Sam or Lot in True Blood, and just figure out what the frick you're up to. Because what they see on social media is not enough. You're still, even if you are an influencer, even if you are on social media, you still are very like, lips are sealed. So yeah, you know when to go into hermit mode. You know when it's a stepping stone. You know when there's an opportunity. Yeah, these people, they put you through the Three of Swords. They put you through the ringer. These were people that maybe at one point you cared about, or a job that you cared about, or a group that you cared about. And you're like, We have the Ace of Cups. You are going through a period of renewal. And that's why I feel like you're acknowledging where all the drama is or the disrespect. And you're like, hey, not today, Satan. We have false person. There was somebody with their head in the clouds that thought they could come up against you. A false person with a false title. Spirit is saying this is a false person with a false title. They're not laughing anymore. They're like, oh, remember when we thought it was funny that we thought they were a loser? And they really tried to project that onto you? You have gained a lot of confidence, a lot of recognition. You are ready for your soft life. You are ready to love. And so it's like you're tying up all these loose ends of recognizing, like, I'm going to have to move on and figure out how to forgive because these people are not allowed to be around me. It's almost like you are truly reflecting on the reasons why you have to leave them behind, why there won't be a reconciliation. You are realizing why with certain people there will not be a reconciliation. And so your strategy has changed with letting certain people around you. And then look, we got Justice. These people were praying like, oh, I hope they lose everything. Oh, they bounced back. Damn it. Some of them don't realize that you could have been the best thing that ever happened to them. You could have been the best thing that could have ever happened to them. And they chose to fumble it. It's sad. Okay, Holy Spirit, anything else? Yeah, I feel like you're finally going to release these relationships because you are taking control of the narrative. You're like, I don't need them. I don't want them in my life. I don't need them in my life. We're good here. We are good. So you've learned a lot. You've learned a lot from these relationships, these groups coming up against you, and that now, like, they're terrified of you. You hold the power of three earth angels, and you are learning how to protect yourself more than ever. Like, you can respect people having different beliefs, them having, like, there being a collision in styles or beliefs or whatever it is, opinions. But these people, they're always changing the rules. They're always moving the goalposts. So, like, you were never going to be family. You were never going to be friends. And they invaded your boundaries. These are people that are emotionally immature. You learned how to make boundaries. Well, you learned how to make boundaries with people that are emotionally immature. And so you were learning how to unplug more, how to rest, how to relax. You're like, I'm done working so hard. I am done, bibbity bobbity done working so hard. There is another way. So you are being divinely guided right now to this new chapter. This hurricane is coming to an end. These hardships that you've been going through. And you're coming home to yourself like, this is way better. You know, I wanted a home with them. I wanted a life with them. But I am reflecting on the reason why that will never be. So, however, maybe you were feeling really bad, like, well, maybe I should have given them another chance, or maybe I'm being too hard on them. You're realizing that you weren't being too hard on them. They created this. Now they're not laughing anymore. They're like, oh, I didn't think they were going to bounce back like that. What did you think was going to happen? What did you think was going to happen? So you are becoming a ghost to these people because you ain't coming anywhere near them. Holy Spirit, anything else? I love this deck. And to see you really stepping into your power. Staying calm amidst... Is it amid? Staying calm amid all their chaos. We have the shark. Swim away from the situation. You were learning how to swim away from these situations, and you were learning how to sing anyways. Sing like nobody's listening or like they are listening. You just don't care. I also see you learning new things, but guess what we got? Dragons, slay them all. You have earned all your stripes. This is why when you go around them, they're like, what the frick? It's because you've already earned all of your stripes. They're like, I don't get it. Do the work. Do the work. Maybe that. Okay, we have don't be afraid to sing. See? Don't be afraid to sing. Don't be afraid to speak. And then we add slow down and celebrate yourself. This is what you're doing right now. People are like, I don't know where they're at. I thought they would come through. I thought I could poke fun at them. I thought they were going to come here so I could antagonize them. Where are they at, though? You're in your own great hall, enjoying your own great life. And even if you're the villain in their story, you're always going to be the villain in someone's story. You don't care. You don't care. I love that. I love it. I love it. Oh my gosh, we have morning. The world awaits you. Which is funny because I have this shirt on. I don't know if you guys know Calvin and Hobbes. This is my Calvin and Hobbes shirt, and it says I hate mornings, but like, I don't really hate mornings, but I love Calvin and Hobbes. I love them, love them, love them. But yeah, the world awaits you. So if you made it to the very end of this message, affirm it below. The world awaits me. Duh. Your victory lap is about to begin. I don't think these people are laughing anymore. There's no, oh, I thought that was so funny. Why aren't y'all laughing now? Better sit down and grab your popcorn. That's what they better do. They better sit down, get their notepad out. They need to take some notes on how to get it done. How to be of the light. How to be nice. How to move on. I don't know. But I love you guys so much. Let me know what's going on in the comments. I hope you guys are enjoying this week's messages, and you can use any of them as your extended because this week's messages, they all tie together. So the messages today and maybe the 4 before, they will all be your extended if you haven't seen them yet. All important links are in the description box. So if you are looking for personal readings, they're closed right now, but the closest thing to that is my Patreon. Patreon has its own exclusive content. It's all pick a card style and it's all ad free for the great value of $11.11 US a month. I have to sponsor myself, y'all. Who else is going to do it for me? Okay. But I love you guys and I wish I could give you the biggest hugs. I look forward to reading your comments and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.